Alright, let me try to explain what it is I mean by cooperation, emotional control, emotional connection. Let's just go back, and if you go back and look at that video 4 days after the correction, and when I went to mount her, you know, and she stepped off, and people would go, oh, I would correct that horse, I would correct that horse. Go back and look at that video. What I work on is the connection. Like I said, it's just catching. That horse knows that when it's with me, it's in a good place. Every time they come back to me, I touch them nicely. So, it's kind of like an electrical connection. The horse is the hot wire, I'm the ground. Without having two together, the electricity doesn't work. So when I disconnect from the horse, what's the horse's reaction? The horse turns and looks to come back to me because he knows the connection with me is good. So I never, ever get after a horse for that. I will if they totally leave me. But see, then it's just going back to catching. Once you establish that, that's cooperation. Because once you have that and that horse understands that being with you is the best place he can be, you'll never see me put a horse on a lunge line and lunge him around and around and around. Never. I work on this connection. And you can't do it in a round pen, really, because a round pen doesn't have any straight lines. When the horse is loose, his idea is to run away. He wants to take a straight line. That's why I do it in a pen that's got oval ends. You know, it's an oval shape. It has a straight line going down the side, but the curvature on the end will eventually get the horse's feet moving back to you. So, it's really just a safe way. You can do anything you want. I mean, let's just say I want to introduce this horse to like a flag, carrying a flag, or just me riding with this stick. Say I want to work some other horses or something, and I carry this stick and I got a plastic bag on the end. So, see, I'll show you how I would do this. So when you have good focus, you know, I'll look at his front feet and say, well, just move your front feet over, or do it this way, and then bring your hindquarters over here. So let's just say I wanted to maybe ride with this flag someday, right? And chase some horses around. I can certainly do it this way and stay perfectly safe without ever having to worry about, say you're not too sure how that horse is going to react, and you're not that confident of a rider or something, and you got this in one hand and your reins in the other, and the horse all of a sudden says, oh shit, you got the flag. Well, most humans, you know what they can't do? They can't let go of what they already got. So they still got the flag and it's flapping around, and the horse is going bonkers. So this is an easy way to do this. I'll put a mounting block here. I'll put some weight in the stirrup. Just put your foot in there a little bit, right? And I'll say, all right, well, let's carry the American flag, you know, or let's go chase some other horses. I'll do this, or do this. And see, I got weight in the stirrup here. See, if he decided to take off, I just let him slide out from underneath me. And you watch the horse. When you get that cooperation and that emotional connection, emotional control, you control your own emotions. I expect him to control his emotions. So if he does get freaked out about it, and he goes over there, he realizes that we become disconnected, and what does he do? He turns around and faces and comes back to me. So you watch. Every time that mare left me when I tried to mount her like that, what did she do immediately? It'll happen within 30 feet at the most. If it doesn't happen in 30 feet, they ain't coming back. But usually it's like about 20 feet, and they'll go, oh my God, I lost the connection. And they come back. That's cooperation. They understand that being with you is the best place to be. So even if I didn't want to mess with a rope here, right? And don't be laughing because I can't work on this thing, and he knows it too. I think that's half of the reason why he gets he got freaked out the first time I ever tried this with him. So, and I don't want to hear any comments about this. So, because I can't work one of these things for beans. The only thing I can do is rope the ground with it. And I know I can do that every time. So, I do the same thing here. I just do this. And if he left, I would keep swinging the rope until he decided to go, oh dear, I lost the connection, and come back to me. So this was a great way, especially for him. You know, so if anybody wants to come give me roping lessons, that's okay, because I know people are going to say, well, you're coiling it up, I should be holding my hand this way. So that's how much I know about this. But really, that's all it is. It's just learning to stay connected to me. So anytime that horse leaves, then you do it on both sides. So, again, I put my foot in the stirrup, put some weight on the stirrup, and tip the saddle this way. And well, I might say, hey, I want to work the flag and throw the rope at the same time. So here I can grab the saddle and shift my weight back. So you're just pulling on the saddle. It's all about weight shifting and understanding your weight shifts. So, see, he's not quite so sure over here. I'll let him drift a little bit backwards, and I can ask him to come forward. So even if I go here, oh, don't step on the mounting block, buddy. There's only room for one of us up here. So, see, he's got pressure against me, so I look at him and I go, hey, what are you doing? You're leaving me. Good boy. So, you know, I mean, I could put the rope up here, put the flag up here, yee-haw, ride around, go like this, go the other way. Take my rope, rope his butt. Like I said, I don't want to hear any comments about me and my rope. Because he says, you don't know what it's like working around this guy. He's dangerous with that damn thing. And I am, too. So I always give them a rub. The closer they are to me, I always give them a nice rub. And that's it, really. That's what it boils down to, is whether or not your horse will stay connected to you. That's cooperation. That's all you got to have. You can do anything you want. Mess around any way you want.